Now I'd love to introduce Ivan Kaye, the founder of BSI, and over the past 20 years has helped connect many people and transform lives. So Ivan, over to you.
Thanks, Cass. That's great. And to follow on from something that from a brother like Shane, oh my God, it's how do I start? But we'll give it a try. So I'm going to share my screen and just share with you where we think where to from here.
Yeah.
Okay. So excuse my voice, but I sort of just lost it. How did we get involved in this amazing project? BSI Learning, of which I've got an interest in, has been given the honor to help train inmates in New South Wales, teaching them language, literacy, and numeracy, and vocational skills, so that when they are released, they have an opportunity to start a better life. The issue is, when they leave, where will they go? How can they get back into society in a positive way? This is a massive challenge. How do we help reduce recidivism? We work with a number of organizations in housing and education, and that's where we met this amazing human and was privileged to come across Shane Phillips and an organization called Tribal Warrior, who infuse respect and safety with a lens of strength and a sense of pride with all those who are touched by them. Tribal Warrior have a number of programs, the Clean Slate program, which Shane talked about, where we box at the Red Fern Gym between 6 to 7 a.m. 3 times a week, where 3 Tribal Warrior buses go around Sydney fetching the kids who are keen to break that cycle. And I'm super comfortable that these humans will be our future leaders. So there's up to 150 of us, sometimes even the Governor General, who wake up at 5:30 a.m. in the morning, where we have infused in us a sense of pride and purpose from this amazing human called Shane Phillips and his team. At the end of each session, we form a yarning circle where the kids step forward and pledge allegiance to country in their mother tongue and say that if this session is going to be the hardest thing you do today, you are going to have a good day. And this is followed by members of the yarning circle coming forward and sharing what respect and safety mean to them. It's infusing a culture of taking responsibility and looking through a lens of strength. So it's about engaging and educating a community to lift their game, get educated, take responsibility, and think like winners. As a result of this collaboration, an opportunity arose to restore the Grand Lady Northcott as an icon in the harbour, where we helped facilitate a ferry to be transferred from transport to tribal for $1. We have the opportunity to upskill and reskill the community in hospitality, transport, marine engineering, deckhands, and leadership and business skills, as well as build a sustainable business that will enable Tribal Warrior to continue with the great work that they do and give back to the city of Sydney in such a powerful way. Tribal Warriors already have a few boats on the harbour, and this Lady Northcott opportunity will hopefully take them to another level. It will take them to another level, but we'll need our collective help and support, which in turn will help us as a community. So this is a picture of my family. My granddaughter's Maya and her baby sister Sienna, and Maya and her dad watching the Rabbitohs. We are Hopeless Bunny supporters. And our daughters, Heidi and Tunks, and her partner Jed, and their daughters Maya and Sienna. It's about educating our children and grandchildren about the rich culture of the Aboriginal people in our country and making them aware of the opportunity that they have by living on this amazing land that we call Australia. We plan to negotiate, this is some of the plans, and these are fire starters, but we plan to negotiate fire starters that will spark your imagination of what we can do. We plan to negotiate with the Department of Education through their app to educate every school kid on Aboriginal culture by giving them a voucher for every kid to go on the boats to learn, to be engaged, to be enthused and inspired by the rich stories, by the music and the dancing of our First Nations people while sailing on our magnificent harbour. We plan to have Transport New South Wales Transport New South Wales with our fearless member, Scotty Hotskin, our Red Fern boy, who plays a deadly ditch through their rap to provide buses to bring them from the schools to the ferry. A big issue will be, if we're going to educate all the kids or bring them to the ferries, how do we actually transport the kids from school to the ferry and back again? Scotty said, well, why don't we actually get the buses at New South Wales at state to do it? And I think that's an amazing opportunity. So Tribal Warriors already have a boat where they can host up to 100 people on the harbour and bring an exciting and engaging cultural experience that can provide corporate Aboriginal cultural tours, giving corporates a chance to reward their teams, collaborate, and learn on our amazing harbour and achieve part of their RAP goals or your RAP goals. The objective today is to explore ways in which we can partner with a view to add value to Tribal Warrior to help make the boat sustainable and their community sustainable. How can we as our collective organizations use this asset to reward our staff, teams, and customers and stakeholders, showcase our businesses to the world, because this will be an icon, and connect, collaborate, and contribute with each other and be part of something that is amazing. Here are some ideas that we came up with. Please treat them as fire starters that will trigger and spark your ideas. How can we build a ferry that will be an icon on the harbour, that will need an investment of about $1.5 million each year to run without having to ask for charity? How can we build a profitable enterprise to sustain Tribal Warriors so that they can continue and expand on their amazing work to educate and inspire the youth and community to take responsibility with respect, pride, and safety, and be our future leaders? I'm an accountant by profession, and I think numbers. So we need 10,000 tickets at $150 a pop with 300 people per cruise. That means we need 35 cruises per annum to cover our costs. So let's sell Aboriginal corporate tours at $150 each and provide an amazing, unforgettable experience while educating our community and our teams about this rich Aboriginal culture through story, song, and dance, and share many leadership and life skills through connection, collaboration, and contribution, and also have a lot of fun. And this can be used to fund the renovation and launch of the Lady, which will in turn enable us to educate, inspire the City of Sydney citizens and their guests. Which brought us to how can we reward employees for living the street values of Rapid. So what is street and what is Rapid? We came up with the Rapid Awards. Rapid being the RAP, the Reconciliation Action Plan, and the ID being inclusion and diversity. And how can we reward them for living the street values of Rapid? And so what are the street values? The street values are S for safety, T for team first, R for respect, E for energy and passion, the other E for empathy, and T is trust. Because without trust, you've got nothing. And infuse a culture of inclusion into an organization. So Getsy, Hilton Getz, the chair of our forum, who's here today, and who's working with us and on this amazing project. Getsy and I love golf, and we have the monthly medal each month. So we sat and we looked at each other and said, let's create a monthly award to recognize the employees of 100 organizations living the Rapid values of street. And let's get our partners to contribute $1,500 worth of value for every one of them, so that the top 100 companies can offer a monthly Rapid Employee of the Month award. So an example of the rewards would be to experience a corporate cultural tour together with 100 employees of other companies living the street Rapid values. Imagine the power of the collaboration and the connection and intersection of your best employees with 100 other companies. a half-day leadership workshop with these 100 employees, a 3-night stay at a 4-star hotel that would be subsidized by our partners, and an end-of-the-year dinner with 100 company tables, with 10 employees each living the rapid values of street, and with various awards given. Haven't thought about which awards, but that can be talked about. And these are some of the ideas that we came up with. A few weeks ago, at a forum with University of New South Wales, and I think we've got Eva and Mark is on is a fellow or on the University of New South Wales program. The Navy came up with an idea to use the lady to escort warships in and out of the harbour with dignitaries, portraying a strong message of pride. The objective of today is to have these fire starters ignite your thoughts, imaginations, and energy to identify ways in which you and your raps can help get the lady back to its glorious state while supporting tribal warrior. So what we'll do is we'll now allocate you to different breakout rooms, which will be facilitated by a BBG member. And during this session, think about the lady being an icon on the harbour. Think about building a community of connection and collaboration between rap companies, where we can live by the 5 C's of connection, collaboration, contribution, continuity, and community. Think about how we can use this forum, the lady and tribal warriors, as a method to achieve your rap goals. And think about how we can infuse a culture of inclusion in your organization. So we're going to return from the think tank in 20 minutes, where your facilitator of your BBG think tank will unpack this think tank. This is a network where we guys have to work. We'll unpack the think tank, and then we'll share your individual insights with the group. And the objective of this exercise is to have fun.